Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Napoleon Total back again with Shogun 2 Total War Fall of the Samurai, another multiplayer battle. And what is going on in this battle? Let me put on the so let's just pause this for a second. What is going on? This is 3v3. My opponent is I'm just gonna explain their armies later. First thing I'll be doing is describing this battle. This battle is pretty dang interesting. It came down to not the very wire, but it was pretty dang close. Not the closest I've ever seen in my life, but close. Just pretty close. Not the closest once again. What do I have for my army? Off the bat, my army is positioned on the left flank. As you can see, my units are in red. The units I have are in... Sorry, this time is in blue. So the units, I'm blue right here. The center is held by Romeo and the far right is held by Russman. What is going on? Let's look at my army. Once again, I'm bringing a ton of Tosa riflemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Tosa riflemen, and right behind them I have Katentai, and this is basically like it's like a guard unit, but it's not that. It's worse. It's a very cheap Imperial like. It's like a very cheap guard unit. That's the best way I can describe it. But it still gets the job done sometimes. I have my line infantry. These are veteran line infantry. I haven't put any upgrades on them because I want them to be cost effective. Line infantry, which is and more line infantry. These are black bears, and black bears. The only thing I did put on them is suppressive fire, which is really important in this battle, as you guys will see. I have one artillery piece, but more on that later. I have 3 units of Lance Cavalry, which is Yarki. And actually no, I have 4 units. This one is not hasn't been through upgrades. I also have 1 unit of Carbine Cavalry, a new addition to my army. And my general is right here, who's being fired upon. Now, going to the right, we have my ally. He has 1 unit. He has Tosa riflemen. 3, 4 units of Tosa riflemen. He has 1 Armstrong gun. He has in his behind him Shogunate Guard infantry, and more Shogunate Guard infantry, and 1 more unit Shogunate Guard. Wait, no, one more unit Shogunate Guard infantry. He has 1 unit of Yariki and Saber Cav. Saber Cav is basically it's worse than Yariki in terms of speed, armor, and almost everything. But they are cheaper. He does have another unit right behind him of more Shogunate Guard infantry. So how many Shogunate Guard infantry is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 units of Shogunate Guard infantry with his general and an Armstrong gun. We're gonna move on to my last ally, which is Russman. He has Black Bear infantry, and Black Bear infantry. 1 Tosa rifleman, 2 Tosa riflemen, and 3 Tosa riflemen. Is that it? Yes. He has 1 unit of Yarikachi. I like how he names his unit Black 1, Black 2, Black 6, Black Tosa, and Kachi 3. That's interesting. Just like numbering them off. He has his general, which is right here. And he has Kachi 4, so more Yarikachi, and he has Yarikachi. And he also have Imperial Guard infantry, so 2 units of Imperial Guard infantry to back his army up. And yes, for my opponent's army, my bad, he has 1 unit of White Tiger Force, White Bear infantry, Imperial infantry, which is probably the best of his army at this point that I think. Black Bear infantry, Black Bear Infantry, 1 Armstrong gun, his general, which is right here, this dude right here, and on his left, he has his Allen, who has 1 Katana cavalry, and Allen is regular Shogun 2 army. He has Yari Katana cavalry. He has mounted gunners, bow cavalry. He has these Naginata warrior monks, which are creepy, insane. Well, just scary. You give a monk a Naginata, which is like these warglaives. That's pretty dang scary. Naginata. Okay, bow warrior monks. So basically, bow warrior monks are just you give monks arrows. I'm sorry, you give monks bows, but they have longer range than normal bows. So that is even more crazy, insane, and scary. Naginata samurai, least scary. Less scary, my bad. Bow samurai, once again, these guys are not as good as the Naginata monks. This is his general. To be honest, all these generals look better than mine. He has, what is these heavy gunners? So basically, these guys fire it's basically like a very heavy shot. I hope we can see these guys in action. Naginata samurai, bow samurai, Naginata samurai, and that's it for his army. On the far right, oh wait, no, he does. Wait, no, oh, this is the other army. We finally have finally have a full samurai army, and first we have off is Shogugatai, which is basically like I personally called him Nodachi samurai, because these guys have excellent morale, excellent attack, and yeah, these guys are just your charging. They don't have bonsai, but in the campaign they do, but it's pretty hard for them to get bonsai and the bonsai ability in multiplayer, and that's because you need to have clans or something, I think. More Shogugatai, even more Shogugatai. Yeah, he's bringing a pretty interesting army. Mashalokachi. So I would not. Mashalokachi have less range than even regular guns. So yeah, these guys are already off the bat having a hard time. More Mashalokachi. Bokachi. Okay, that's pretty good. Mashalokachi are just terrible. I don't know why you would deploy them. This is probably his first battle, I think. So yeah, he has no other choice. Mashalokachi. He has more Mashalokachi, Bokachi, and his general, which is right here. Nice guy, nice dude. Kakina. Okay, I can't speak Japanese that well. Yeah. Yes, that's it. Let me just show you guys my general. My general is right here. Now he is being fired upon. He is wearing the traditional. Where is he? His traditional black pants and yeah, blue uniform. Alright, moving back, we have my enemy artillery is targeting my general, so I decided to like move my artillery, open fire on his artillery. And then this is where I just realized I made a big rule. I did not host this battle. Meaning that there are certain rules that I have to put in place. One of the rules is no artillery. As you can see, me and this guy both brought artillery. Now what you see here is that both of us are stopped firing while he continues to fire. The reason is simply because he's not following the rules, and the rule was to not have artillery, and he brought artillery. I didn't know about this, so in the chat we were just like, oh, move your artillery to here, to the edge of the map, which is what you see I'm doing. I'm limbering. Okay, not yet, but I will be limbering up my artillery and moving this artillery here until the very end of the battle that you see me deploy my artillery. Now, for what reason will I deploy my artillery and break the rules? We will see about that. This is the part in which is like going on chat. So what is going on? The bombardment this phase is just beginning. His army is bombarding mine. I decided to push up because he does have the artillery advantage. And at this point, I think, oh, my artillery is not in range, that's why. I'm moving up. He is doing, my opponent, who is this black and yellow faction. He made, his colors are black and yellow. Is doing quite a terrible job of spreading out his infantry. So basically, in Shogun 2, follow the samurai. In order to get most of your guns firing, is to spread your infantry as far as I can. For example, this is how spread out my infantry are, and my light infantry are. The reason is simply, if you get hit by artillery, in the case I am, ooh, okay, that's devastating. Yeah, artillery could be very devastating. If you spread your units out this a lot, if you get hit by artillery, only 1 or 2 may die, and not like a whole chunk. What is going on elsewhere? My allies are just moving up to take this hill. The main battlefield is going to be here and here. This bridge is going to be a pretty interesting battle site. He does have Matchlock Kachi, but it's facing up against Imperial Guard infantry. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a good luck for Matchlock Kachi. You have a little stream right here, but hey, it's guarded by Tosa rifles. He does have, now we're just saying, now he does have a unit of Yugi Gatai, which is basically Vanguard deployment troops. Back on this side, my troops are just getting into position. And this is the part in which we both move my artillery away. Now, I did say that I was eventually going to use artillery. For what reason, you just have to keep watching. I'm not going to spoil it just yet. Well, yeah. He does have some sharpshooters, which compared to my Tosa riflemen are not that great. He does have some Tosa riflemen, but he does not spread them out either. So that's pretty interesting. I decided to move my units up once again. And since then his artillery is not firing anymore, that's even better. I have a lot of cavalry right in the center, and yeah, the entire purpose of this cavalry is just literally to stay alive. Now you can see the battle finally starting, on my side at least. The rest is fine. My Tosa riflemen are blasting away at the revolver cavalry, which is extremely insane. Very deadly cavalry. And Yariki. So I'm just opening fire at the revolver cavalry. And these guys have superb range. I get the first volley off his Tosa riflemen, and they're instantly down a few, how many guys? 20 guys, 22. Yeah, his cavalry for some reason decided to, seeing that it was getting charged, okay, I have to pause this. Decided to go back, and now he's deciding to charge right back in. For some reason, his revolvers are not firing like they're supposed to. But a good thing about me is that I'm opening firing with suppressing fire. So suppressing fire, basically what it does, it makes the units go slower. And yep, let's just start playing. This Tosa rifleman is gonna get destroyed. I'm gonna have this Tosa rifleman move back to just to save numbers. This cavalry does not stop and just charge, and we are facing a whole massive entire line of cavalry just charging straight at us. He has bow, cavalry, mounted gunners, almost everything that you can think of. On the right, the same thing exactly happening, but we're dealing with Shinsengumi police force. I'm falling back my Tosa riflemen. My men are running away. So you might be wondering, wait, what is my cavalry doing? My cavalry is doing nothing. I'm not deploying my cavalry. The only cavalry I'm deploying is carbine cavalry. Oh, these are Imperial dragoons. Okay, so this is an elite carbine unit. Let me slow this down again. I'm just going to have them go up here and shoot. My melee cavalry, my chargers, my Chaltese chargers, are not going to do anything. And you'll see why later. Press play. These guys, they already penetrated, the enemy has already penetrated my second flank. You see me here moving my Tosa riflemen to fire at this flank. This massive blob of cavalry, essentially. I'm surprised that this entire flank didn't just push up, because if he did push up, which, yeah, he is pushing up some of it, I'll been pretty dang screwed. But, let's pause and see what's going on the other side. The other side is pretty dang chill. My side is probably the most painful. Romeo, who's commanding the red and blue force in here, is standing up to his rifleman and is shooting at these matchlock Kachi. These matchlock Kachi, as I have said, are pretty dang crap. Sorry, pretty dang bad. So yeah, well, yeah. For some reason, the enemy decides to stop right here, and his mountain gunners are just going to be torn to shreds by my combined force of light infantry and Tosa rifles. And because okay. And because just give you a demographic, not like a demographics, just give you guys, yeah. So obviously, horses are taller than men, and especially if you mount a person on a horse, it's even taller than a single person. So my men can actually shoot over the heads of my own men and start killing these cavalry. What else is going on? The enemy's pushing up again, and I'm just playing the game of fall back until I can blast them to heck. Yeah, these guys are now hidden, firing while hidden. My men are running, these guys are routing, and finally I decide to have my general come in. No, actually, it was a terrible micromanage on my part. What was my main intention was to shoot at this Yari cavalry, but for some reason, my general got killed on the first charge. Well, not on the first charge. I didn't want to charge him in anyway. Yeah. So, but we are just blasting this Yari cavalry to pieces. We're not actually blasting his Yari cavalry. We're blasting, yeah, anything that. Some units have returned, especially my Tosa riflemen and the Black Bear infantry. Now, at this point, you might be saying, okay, what am I doing now? This unit is especially the general's bodyguard is just still alive. Okay, we have to slow down. As you can see, the enemy artillery is actually no. Let's pause. Is opening fire on my units again, and at that point, I was just like, nope. It basically like he broke the rules this time. So that gives all my allies free reign to use artillery, which you will be seeing very shortly. Is it gonna do much? No. Let's be honest. It's not gonna do much. In the forest, in the forest right here, these guys are getting pummeled. This unit is really getting pummeled, and it's already shattered. And finally, these guys are this fire cavalry. Great. Okay, yeah. He has some fire cavalry. Now I did not see that when we first began, and his fire cavalry is just chasing after my carbines. So I decided to return the favor and have all this cavalry just charge at this one unit of fire cavalry. And the reason why I finally decided to commit my cavalry is because these guys are way ahead. They cannot be shot to pieces. I'm moving my units back and back and back because like this is a lot of units, and he is clumping up, which means not all of his units are gonna fire. My units are not clumping up, and they're just opening fire en masse. But the problem is there's just so many of them. My army when I started the battle is really an army of quality instead of quantity. His army is more quantity instead of quality. He has some good units left and right. He's especially these sharpshooters and where are the yeah, Tosa rifles, but that is pretty much it. Nothing is going on the other sides. Well, except for this unit is moving over, but these guys are gonna get shot to pieces eventually. Yeah, his artillery is just wreaking havoc on my troops. My troops are doing their best to hold off this entire tide. I should have moved this unit back, but I'm micromanaging a lot of things at once. So yeah, these guys are hidden whilst firing, so that makes their situation better. These guys are not entirely hidden, and these guys are shattered, routing. This unit is opening fire. We actually managed to rout a Black Bear infantry and another Black Bear infantry. I decided to use this tree line against them, but for some reason these guys were not hidden, so they got shot to shreds. This unit has better cover and is opening fire on this mass, and he decides to use once again his artillery against me. Yeah. That's not. Yeah. Another unit is running left and right. What is going on anyway? Elsewhere. This is pretty much. My ally is doing is clumping up right here. Shogunate line infantry, Tosa rifles. He is getting shot by sharpshooters, Naginata, and but warrior monks. The scarier of the bunch. Because they have more range, and range is the deal. He has my our Rustman ally is moving his units and opening up on these poor guys. You can get high. These two have the same range, but with the help of his archers, it's not going to be a fair fight. These guys are moving back, which is the smart decision. Back on my side, the more interesting side, I agree. This unit is getting shot to shreds. Because it's literally being firebombed by 1, 2, and eventually this unit. And it's going to get charged by a boat cavalry. So that's interesting. Oh, and another thing, actually no, it doesn't happen yet. This unit is hidden, well, trying to be hidden. It's trying to take out this Black Bear infantry, but this Black Bear infantry decides to withdraw, and this unit is already routed, so that's a problem. Yeah, everything is pretty dang quiet. For some reason, I thought this, I didn't realize this during the battle, but, during the event, I thought my ally was just gonna rush this hill and blast anything that comes because he does have better infantry. But I soon realized, seeing this replay, he doesn't do that, which is kind of smart because like this hill, you have to get over the hill to blast the enemy, and enemy archers are just gonna tear it to shreds, especially regular armies. So you see, my cavalry is just still standing here. My line infantry are routing. That's fine. I don't have, to quote the Duke of Wellington, I'm not afraid of troops running away. I just want them to return after they run away. Yeah. The enemy has bow cavalry and his general. So this is actually the Shogun 2 player, and not the Fall of the Samurai player, the vanilla player. He has bow cavalry and Avatar General's bodyguard. As you can see, his army is pulling back. I am setting up my carbine cavalry. They have taken some damage, lost around 21 dudes in this unit, but I'm try to kite with them. For some reason, he's reforming his line. Well, partly the reason is that my allies are setting up. His units are as damaged as mine, with his unit being fresher because he just has more numbers. But my ally is once again an army of quality and not quantity. I'm gonna put this carbine infantry in the woods. As a matter of fact, let me see if anything else is going on. Nope. Enough. This is the only main attraction. Yeah, I'm basically, at this point, I'm relying on my ally because my ally's armies are still pretty dang fresh. My army and my opponent's armies, which is this black and yellow player, his armies are pretty dang softened up. As you can see, this is now a cavalry fight now, against the vanilla player, samurai player. And I'm just gonna call them samurai players from now on. I have carbine cavalry armed with guns, and they're just gonna open fire right now. That's gonna happen, and I'm just gonna have my lance carrier prepared to charge, and yeah. Let me get a screenshot. Yeah, let me just try to get a screenshot. Yeah. Thank you very much. We're just blasting the enemy cavalry. Oops. I'm telling my carbine cavalry to get out of there, but for some reason they won't. It's probably my fault because, yeah, that one routes. Because I put them in too long. I am fighting against bow cavalry, Yari cavalry, which is way better than my Yari cavalry. I decided to send in my general, and this is the part in which it gets pretty interesting. I have my general with whatever left of his, well, my general's dead, so I'm having the general bodyguard open fire on this Yari key. We're successful at breaking the Yari key with the help of my dead general, the general's bodyguard, and we almost routed Katanakashi, but because my opponent, the gold Days, I'm just gonna call him Days. Days has moved up his what little infantry he has. I decide to pull back. The result, I would say that I've won that battle. What do I have? I have 2 units of healthy Lance Cavalry, 2 units of half Lance Cavalry. This one is around 21. This one, my general's bodyguard, is 9 dudes, and this one is more than half dead. But still a pretty good exchange. As you can see, I decided to put my troops in loose formation because they can actually spread out now. We just opened fire on this Katana cavalry and we're just destroying it. The Days player, I call him Days because his name is DA Days ED338. Well, yeah, is moving back, and his Armstrong guns are out of ammunition. That really upset me because basically what it means is he used all my ammunition against me. So yeah, great. Finally, we're actually seeing some action on the right flank. Yeah. His Tosa rifleman opening fire on this Bokachi and not Shogun, and this unit of Black Bear infantry is also moving up to fire. The enemy is charging his Naginata Samurai, 2 units of Naginata Samurai, I believe, against the Shogunate Guard infantry, which is great. Great for our opponent. But I'm moving up my Tosa riflemen to open fire. Once again, these guys are on loose formation, so that makes it the better. We are not getting a lot of kills because this is only unit 34. And I'm just moving my cavalry on behind. I didn't notice this during the battle, but the enemy, I thought, my ally, all the way from here, has 2 units of Yariki, and that's snuck all around, and I didn't even realize that. At first I thought these were enemies, so I was literally afraid of these, and then I realized, yep, no, they're allies. So yeah. Yep, he goes for the, my opponent's general, and I'm just gonna charge straight in with the rest of my cavalry. This unit is going for this, White Bears, and it instantly destroys them. My units are running away. Once again, they're getting hit hard. And yes, the enemy general is dead, my friend. Kudos to my ally for doing that. I did not see that coming. I literally thought, wait, enemy units? Nope, it was not enemy, it was just friendly units. These guys are facing the wrong way, and kudos to this guy. Like, he is attacked on the flank, on the back, and he's still, he's not holding anymore, but he was holding. He has micromanage problems. This is the part in which we get some friendly fire. My allies general, Romeo, just opens fire at this massive blob of enemy troops, which sadly is also, my blob. Oh, these uniforms look very similar to my troops. Yeah. And, what part of the army do I have left? I have Armstrong artillery parry guns, but that's useless because I'm not supposed to be using parry guns. I don't think I fired a shot anyway. Yeah, they were too far away, so I couldn't have fired a shot. And this is my side. All these dead is casualties on both sides. My units are just firing it just to get some revenge. What's left of my general's bodyguard is going here. At first I thought, okay, I didn't realize this. I think I realized it now after receiving battle replay. But I thought these guys were, this army was down to half strength, or at least somewhere near half strength. So all I thought I needed to do was charge in my cavalry. Was that right? No. I should have paid more attention to what's going on other parts of the map. Yeah, during this entire battle, these guys have not been really engaging. And so I made a terrible decision. I just ordered a charge against the enemy general. And I should have realized it, but yeah, there's probably units in here. I decided to have this unit charge the Yugi Katai, which is right here. And to my surprise, well, I could have seen it coming, but I knew it was gonna come. But Shogun Katai are right here, and for those that are wondering what is hitting them, it is this unit of Armstrong guns that are from my ally. he decided to, yeah, you know what, if you're not gonna follow the rules, I'm not gonna follow the rules. And we just see this massive charge in. Everyone's just bloody charging in. My allies are running. I'm also running because this unit, Yugitai, is gonna open fire. Yep, these guys open fire, and this unit routes. Yep, this unit breaks. Is wavering, and now it's shattered. I've taken out his wooden cannons, but I've moved back. Yeah. This Shogunate is just gonna charge me, and the best way to deal with what do you call this? Sword infantry when you're on a horse is just to continually cycle charge them. His general is opening fire on mine. The Ardier general. I'll call these the Ardier. The Ardier general is opening fire on my general. So I decided to, you know what, all or nothing. We have to take out the general no matter, in order to make a swift conclusion to the battle. So I decided to have all my cavalry units, what's left of my cavalry units, to literally charge at the general. But first I charged this Shogunate Gatai. And yes, I do realize he has hidden units, but the hidden units are wooden cannon crew, so they're easy pickings. This Shogunate Gatai is pretty dang banged up, especially being charged not once but twice by my cavalry, and has been through combat. And it only has gotten 56 kills, which is definitely not a good trade-off. His general is tied up with my Lance Cavalry, and he is definitely gonna lose that, because Lance Cavalry are trained to deal with horses. At this point, you can see just massive blobs of our reserves just charging in. Yeah, we're just destroying everything in our path. And this is the part in which I think I left the battle, which is why I should have done more. But I had, I think I had something to deal with. Yeah, I left this battle. So I'm just gonna have this unit, charge through here. And charge at this Yugi Gatai. Now these guys are extremely tired, and they're going uphill, which is a big problem. I do have them on loose formation, so that's the only benefit. These Imperial Guard infantry are just doing stuff. I already did a charge, and this unit is already wavering before it's charging. I just realized there was a unit of Kisho Ninja that he had. Yeah, these ninjas against my horses. My horses are gonna... Actually, no, they break. My two units are just gonna charge straight into this bows. But I was really trying to aim for this Yugi Gatai, but my guys break before they do any significant damage. They actually do manage to make it in. But that's pretty much it for my army. What's remaining? Tusa rifles. I'm not sending that in. And my general's bodyguard. So we're just gonna watch what's going on. We did not see the heavy gunners in action, or I think I missed it. But yeah, this is his general, my Romeo's general, that is opening fire, and that is the result. That is the end of the battle. Now, before you leave, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video. I would be honored if you could like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, more videos are coming out, so it is a good idea to click on that notification button. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.